learn how to be disciplined. Learn how to know what you want and stick to it. Learn how to say no to yourself. Learn how to say no to other people. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back or welcome to my channel. If you're visiting my channel for the very first time, hi, my name is Emma. I'm a YouTuber based in Zambia and I'd appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel. For all my returning subscribers and viewers, thank you so much for watching yet another one of my videos. So if you guys can see that I'm wearing the same clothes from my previous videos because I shot it the same day. Anyway, so as you guys can see from the title of the video, we are on episode 2 and I'm basically going to be answering one of my most asked questions, and that is how I was able to save up enough money to open up the shop, the first shop. Like I said, this is obviously one of my most asked questions, and the reason that is because the time that I was saving up to open the first shop, I was only 19 years old, guys. Like, I was literally only 19. But yeah, so I'm finally going to be answering really how I was able to save up enough money to open a shop at 19 years old. So if you're interested, do keep on watching. Alright, so the first way that I was able to save up enough money, which I feel is the most important, which made it the most easy for me, was that I am staying at home. A tip that I'm going to give you guys is stay at home as long as you possibly can. If I wanted to, I could move out. Trust me, have all the freedom that I want and A, B, C, and D. But I'm not going to do that because there's a brain in this big old head, okay? People like to, especially I've noticed this with guys, where you really want to move out of the house real fast and you want to have your own place so you can, I don't know, maybe bring home girls or whatever and stuff like that. It's the dumbest thing that you could possibly like do. What's the rush? You're staying at home literally, meaning you don't pay rent. You don't pay for your food, electricity, or your water. Of course, when you're making an income and just staying in your parents' house, it's the right thing to do, to just help out everywhere you can, but you don't have that responsibility falling on you to do everything. It's a lot to live on your own. Like I said, you've got rentals, you've got electricity bills, you've got water bills, you need to eat, you need to, if you've got a vehicle, you need to put gas in your car, or if you don't, you need to have like bus fare money all the time. It's a lot. So the fact that I was staying at home whilst I had a job, made my saving experience much easier. Don't jump the gun and try to be cool and try to live on your own. Oh, I'm bougie, I live on my own. There's going to be enough time for that once you have actually saved up enough money, you actually have a good business, and then you can leave. For me, I'm in no rush to leave. The fact that I'm not paying rentals where I'm staying, it cuts the cost by 1,000, I promise you. So that's the first thing. Staying at home as long as possible would be my pro tip. If you guys want to click out of this video, this is the best thing. This is the best time, because I'm telling you right now, I've said the most important thing. Staying at home as long as you possibly can. Don't click out. I was just playing. Second tip, of course, is to have a savings account. I always preach about how important a savings account is, whether you have a current account or you don't. Having a savings account, and make sure, I've said this a lot, but I can't stop saying it because it's so important. When you have your savings account, try to choose a bank that does not offer you an ATM card for your savings account. That's going to help you save money real quick. I promise you. The fact that you cannot just swipe and just buy when you have the urge to, you actually have to go to a bank, or you have to like actually look for an ATM and do some kind of cardless service. By the time that you're going to look for an ATM, or you're going to look for your branch, by the time you're there, you're going to realize, is this purchase really worth me taking out of my savings? And your senses will kind of come to you. So make sure you consider choosing a bank that does not offer you an ATM card. Of course, if you've got discipline, then good for you. You can pick whatever bank you want. I personally had my savings account with Invest Trust. They do not offer you a card for your savings account. So yeah, that's on that. The next thing is to be accountable for your spending habits. Be in the habit of writing things down, how much you spend. It's easier when you write down how much you earn in a month. You write down your what's the word, your cost of living, like things that you have to spend money on. Let's say you already live on your own and stuff like that, so you would write down things like your rent, your food, your necessities. Yes, I don't know why I can't talk, but write down how much it will cost to spend on your necessities and how much money you have left. So what you are saving on is on the money that you have left. Be accountable for that. How are you spending that extra money, and why is it not there by the time you're getting your next paycheck? Be accountable. Make sure you're honest with yourself, brutally honest with yourself. Sometimes remind yourself like you're playing. The reason you're not where you want to be is because you don't have the discipline. You're not taking accountability for your actions. You have to be rough with yourself sometimes and just shake yourself up, because nobody is going to do that for you if you don't do it for yourself. You need to be accountable. Take responsibility. You make a mistake, you overspend. Take responsibility and accountability for that, and next time do something about it. Hold yourself accountable for the things that you do. That's the only way you're going to be able to save any kind of money, trust me. Next thing is to be willing to sacrifice. I talk about sacrifice a lot because I had to make so many sacrifices. I'm still constantly having to make so many sacrifices because I know for a fact that I am not where I want to be. So I have to learn how to say no to a lot of things. And it's difficult, but you need to be willing. Your goal, your want, your need has to be way greater than any temporary pleasure. Your goal has to be stronger. That want has to be much stronger than your urge to buy that pair of shoes that you saw, to go for that lunch with your girlfriends, to buy that dress, to look a certain way online. Your goal, your future, your aspirations must be stronger than that. That's the only way that your sacrifice won't really affect you as much. In the moment, it hurts. In the moment, it sucks, man, to not be able to do certain things, especially when you know you kind of have some money to do it, but just that wanting to say no. You need to be able to discipline yourself and just be able to make that sacrifice, okay? Next thing is, like I just mentioned, is to be disciplined. When you're saving money or when you're doing anything in life, discipline is top tier. You need that. You need to be able to say no to your impulses. You need to be able to say no to yourself. You need to hate yourself a little bit in that second, but trust me, in future you're going to love yourself for being disciplined enough to say no. Trust me, I'm telling you now, when you have anything in your account and it's enough to do something that would make you happy for right now, it sucks not to do it. You have to have next level discipline to say, I know I have that money. It might not be much, it's all I have, and this thing that I want is going to literally cost me almost everything. Trust me, for your goals, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Think about it in the long run. It's just not worth it. Like, I can't emphasize this enough. It is just not worth it. Learn how to be disciplined. Learn how to know what you want and stick to it. Learn how to say no to yourself. Learn how to say no to other people. And one thing I forgot to mention when it comes to sacrifices, sometimes your friendships also have, you gotta sacrifice those things too. I'm sorry. Because you know you have the money to chill with your friends, but you say no and it looks like you just don't want to spend time with people. And trust me, people don't understand. I have lost so many friends in just this 1 year that I just never thought would be possible because of reasons like this. Because you don't have people who are on the same level with you mentally, you know? You gotta learn how to sacrifice that. If it's meant for you, then it's meant for you. I don't want to get deep into other conversations, but if it's meant for you, your friendship, your whatever, if it's meant for you, it's going to stay for you. Don't force situations and go out of your budget or go out of your way to prove something to anybody. You don't need to do that. You need to sacrifice and you need to be disciplined. Okay? Okay. The next goal that's going to help you save enough money is to make a plan. So it's necessary to determine how much you want to save, because it gives you something to work towards. The moment that I knew that I wanted to open a salon, I put that picture in my head and I knew that I was working towards that. I had a clear vision of what I wanted. So therefore it was easy for me to save and make all these sacrifices, because what I wanted was very important to me. I knew exactly what I wanted and I knew I wanted it fast, so I had to be on it. So having a goal, of course, you know, we make plans and God laughs, but it's just important to kind of just have some sense of direction, to have, I don't know, to just, yeah, anyway, basically to just have some sense of direction. You really need that if you're going to be if you're going to succeed in managing to save up enough money to start a business. So yeah, another thing is to be honest with yourself. Sometimes I feel like we have this idea like, I'm going to save this much money and I'm going to and we convince ourselves that it's going to happen, but we're not necessarily realistic about it. You know, look at how much you're making at the moment, right? Don't say like, no, and then this is, no, look at how much you're making at the moment. Look at how much you're spending on your necessities, things you can't live without. Now that extra money, you use that to determine how much you can save, because we end up disappointing ourselves. We end up breaking our own hearts when we give ourselves these unrealistic expectations of what we should be doing. You don't need to punish yourself like that. You've done nothing wrong. Be realistic and be very honest with yourself when it comes to saving. That's the one way that you're not going to feel like you're depressed and you start telling yourself like, oh, you know, it's like 6 months later, I made all these plans and all these goals and it just hasn't happened for me, because you are being unrealistic in the first place. That's going to make you give up, and that's not what you need. Be honest. Don't lie to yourself, baby. Oh, don't do that, okay? Okay. Alright, so this brings us to the end of this video. I appreciate you watching this video until the end, and until my next video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.